Good morning, traders. I hope everybody had a good night. Trading was once again last night a little bit whippy. The Great Britain pound is beginning to be the bane of my existence, but things will change. That's the problem. The one drawback with, I guess, any trading system is when you get consolidation, that's when you get chopped up. And that's what we have right here in the Aussie USD. Luckily enough, I've been wise enough to stay away from that. The Great Britain pound USD, though, on the other hand, you can see that this cross has basically been profitable to the downside. But the problem is it's been very spikes to the downside that have been making the price action swish here and there. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with the Euro JPY. As I pointed out last night, it did break the range bottom. I did say I was going to stick away from it, though. I'm kind of staying away from this midnight trading because it just basically hasn't been working. You can see that we broke the bottom of the range at 2 o'clock, just like clockwork right there at 119.45. It looks like we went down to 119.06 before we reversed rather aggressively and moved all the way back up to the top of the range at 121.05. So basically, you can see that the pair, I guess I could have considered there being a broader range to the pair. And on the other hand, the pair had moved down so much, you would have thought that maybe there would be a pullback here in the cross. But sometimes you just don't have to, you think too much about trades. And in hindsight, basically, there was no trade to be had there if you didn't want to take a downside move. But if you did, it looks like, once again, actually, it wouldn't have been that bad because in the 119.43, you get down to 119.04, you were definitely up 30 pips. So you would have just put that trade to break even. So it would have turned to a break even trade in the Euro JPY. In the longer term, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart and see exactly what we have going in that pair at the moment. As you can see, the cross has broken down aggressively. And it is sitting, testing, breaking, fighting. Basically, it doesn't want to close below the this 120 level, but that's really not important. Now we can see that the pair has moved all the way down to 118.85. That is the bottom of the range. If we get a break back up to 121.10, then maybe we see a bit of a cycle back up. Excuse me, traders. Tired today. Cycle back up towards the top of the range, towards 122. That's where we'd find initial resistance, 122.50. And let's go down the 1-hour chart, get a little bit more details. You can see that, the 122.50 level is significant resistance at this moment. If you look on the 1-hour chart, it does look like that. We'll have to keep an eye on this. We could have a bit of a triangle forming here. And maybe when we get a break of that triangle, we can get a little BOMO in either direction. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep you guys informed of that progress as we move along in the forefront. If we get a break to the top of the triangle, that's what I'd like to see. We could see a push back up to 122.50. Break of the bottom, then we could cycle even lower towards 117.50 and so forth. But I would watch the low right there, 118.17 to start it all off. Another yen pair while we're looking at them is the Great Britain JPY. You can see this pair after breaking down last week, after consolidating for a while in the 147, 145 range, has been aggressively moving lower and now is sitting right near the bottom of its next resistance range at 139. We get a break of this 139, then we could definitely cycle lower. And the first level of resistance is right about, support is right about here at 135. Let's just say 136 for simplicity's sake, which is 300 pips lower from this point. So we will watch for a break of the low right there at 137.80 for a confirmation of any move lower. Let's look at the euro, the yen. Let's look at the 1-hour trading here. The euro USD and the cow. You can see the pair. Well, let's start off first with the general analysis on this guy. You can see that the pair has been moving lower, and right now, right here, it is below that 131.40 level that we had discussed as being significant support. Below that level, we could see a move all the way down towards 130 and then followed by 128. I'd like to see a push back up and another test of this level as an opportunity probably to go short for continued move lower. But if we move down into the cow world, You can see that the pair did give a signal at 130.85 to continue going short. I obviously passed on that because that was right after the pair had just moved down from 133 after the election in Italy, Italian election results. But you could go short right here, right now. You still have the same trade, but actually you would only go one lot because the first lot is already closed with the cross right here, which closed at 3 a.m. Let's see when they closed at 130.74, which was basically what, 15 pip move. So it would have been 15 pips positive. You could go short one lot looking for the average, so you'd just be one trade looking for 100 pips down towards basically the 129. So you'd have to be really careful with this 130 level and watch it for any moves. So you could go down. Well, you'd be going short now at 130.98. So you'd be looking basically for a move down towards 139 if you're just going to blindly follow the cow indicator. But you have to be careful because news flow will dominate this price action in this pair right now. And support is obviously resistance, obviously up here at 131, 130.50. Great Britain pound. Let's go in the trade we did last night. The pair did signal to the top side. I was hoping to get a break of the top side, and we had broken. We had filled the gap from the weekend, and I actually went long, I think, right here, 151.83. Wasn't following it exactly the key. Actually, I think I went long on 151.77. Not exactly sure where. Yeah, I guess it was at 2 a.m. when I was up looking at this. Then you can see actually rather quickly, it was less than an hour. I woke up to go to the bathroom and I looked at it, and I had been closed out, but the stop was at 151.50. Let's look at a 5-minute chart. I'm just curious. There must have been some kind of data that made it shoot down that quickly. Maybe not, actually. Nope, it looks like it just promptly changed course on me. This Great Britain pound pair has been a headache for me as of late, so it's costing me pips. So we're going to need to see a switch in this trading activity. So basically, what I'm going to be looking for, the pair is closed out now with the cow trade. Looking for just our next signal, and we'll have to watch the price action. Look for a break at the top at the bottom of the range. The bottom of the range down here, 150.72, and the top's at 152.30. Which is actually quite a bit away, so you could look also for the pair to stay inside the range for the time being. So we have to keep an eye out for the consumer conference and the Bernanke testimony, which will happen at 10 a.m. today Eastern time. The Aussie USD also has been consolidating. There's 3 false signals in the trade recently. Let's take a look at the. I sent this out last night. It's on just basically the pair appears to be in a wedge, and I'm just going to wait for a break of this wedge in either direction before I'd be interested in trading. The top of the wedge is at 130, 137. The bottom is at 102.24. We'll need a break of this area to really get things kicking off in this pair. If we break to the top side, then we're going to look for a move to the top of the range at least towards 130.75. Break to the top side bottom is what I'd like to see, because then we have a little bit more room down there, and we could see a push down to 101.45 or and so forth through the downside. So right now in the cow trades, I'm actually sitting sidelined once again after being closed out in the Great Britain pound last night, waiting for the Aussie to break out of the consolidation. On the euro, you could go short if you like at this moment right here, right now, basically at 130.99, looking for a push down. You have that, but it would only be for one lot because you already had the MAC closed. Now, if you're in that pair, you only have one lot going anyways at the moment right now, right here. And I guess if you wanted to, you could go short the Aussie if we're going to strictly follow these rules at 102.78 was the initial. It moved all the way down towards 102.38, so it would still be open. You have definitely had the crosses, so it would just be a one lot trade in the pair at the current moment. And as I said, the Great Britain pound, you're sidelined. In the euro JPY, we're looking for a break of this range here in the short term. If we want to go down to a 5-minute chart for scalping this cross, you definitely need a break of actually the same thing at the 123 or the top of the range at 120.35. In the euro, we're going to look here at the 5-minute chart for any kind of price action. Let's see what we have there. Definitely see consolidation. Like to see a break of this top here at 131.19 or a break of the 130.75 to get things going. And in the Aussie, which I have not been scalping for quite some time, it's the same thing. It is signaling lower, but we're sitting in a range, so you want 102.40 and 102.70 to break to get yourself interested in that pair. All right, everybody, good luck trading. Keep a lookout on the Twitter feed. Keep your trades keen, and let's make some pips.